I'm Dan, Kilo 6, Yankee India Charlie. What I accomplished today was I was able to put my teletype on the air, my Model 28 KSR, through my CV 2460, so we're running 850 shift military tones. And I ran that for the first time through my RF301, which is an AN URC 58 hybrid transceiver. The Navy used it in the late 60s as a supplement to the R1051s and the 827s that were backlogged by General Dynamics at the time, and this was a stopgap measure. What I did was I transmitted that radio into a dummy load, and then I picked it up with my Kenwood TS570 and sent it back through a CV483 Navy terminal unit and printed it out on my KTR, which punches tape, to verify. And then to verify that the KTR was printing properly, I, in the end, ran it through a transmitter distributor so I could see it printed out. So let me give you a little bit of a tour here. So what we started with today was a Model 28 KSR. You've seen this in my previous videos if you've been watching. It's been a workhorse for me. And we ran that into a CV 2460, which is a Navy terminal unit. It does send and receive. They use it all the way up through the 90s. And then of course it was patched in through the patch panel here, the SB 1203. And I was using a PP3494 UG power supply. They made a 3594 also that did 1 amp. This one only does 0.4, but for the equipment that I use, it's not a huge deal. And then we ran that out into this RF301 and URC 58. We ran it on lower sideband 7086 into a dummy load. So as you can see, it's the radio or transceiver itself, and then the antenna coupler that's part of the kit. And then above it is a 1051, which we didn't use for this endeavor. And then what we did is we transmitted all the way back over here to my Kenwood, which picked it up on the same frequency. And then the Kenwood sent it back over to the CV483, which is part of the URA 17 set. These are older. These would have been used in the 60s. They were replaced by the 3510s in the 70s and the 80s. And then ultimately we printed it back out on punch tape on the KTR here, which I just finished restoring yesterday.
Currently transmitting using the CV483, transmitting out through the ANURC 58, which is being received by my Kenwood and printed out on the teletype. I am using a punch tape as the transmit medium.